Hey guys, I'm happy that you are here. My name is Bechoy and I am your plantito from Mindanao. Tara at samahan niyo ako sa aking plant journey. To those who are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell notification para maging updated kayo sa mga latest videos ng Bechoy Vlog. So for today's episode will be our very first garden tour, pero for this episode, ifo-focus lang natin yung aking nursery and propagation area. So it is in this place where I put my plants na kaka-propagate lang o yung mga plants na kakaripat ko lang. And this is where I also place my mother plants after ko silang i-propagate. So what can you expect from this episode, guys? So later on, makikita din natin dito yung mga developments ng mga plants na na-propagate ko na before, kasi I can still remember na nag-promise ako sa inyo na i-share ko sa inyo yung mga developments ng ating mga plants na na-propagate. And even before pa guys, when I was still starting collecting some plants, I already envisioned myself having a nursery or a propagation area as part of my garden. Feel ko na kasi na iba yung saya na ma-achieve natin kung tayo na mismo yung nagpo-propagate ng ating mga plants galing sa ating own collection. And to set your expectations lang guys, hindi pa ganun kalaki yung aking nursery. Kasi alam niyo naman na bago pa lang ako nag-collect ng mga plants and kukonti pa lang din yung mga plants na na-propagate natin. But currently, I'm so happy now with the update on my nursery. And also, I'll take this opportunity to share din with you, sa ating mga viewers, yung experience ko in having my nursery. And before we do our garden tour, I am so delighted to announce that we already have 30,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. And gusto kong magpasalamat sa inyo guys, sa ating mga subscribers and to our viewers for your continued support. At sana hindi kayo magsawang magsuporta sa akin throughout my plant journey. So now, I welcome you to my nursery and propagation area. So in this area na nasa likod ko, ito na yung aking nursery, this part here and also the other side. So dito, it's bright and shaded all throughout the day, and kahit na morning sunlight, hindi sila natatamahan dito. And also, kapag umuulan, hindi din sila nababasa ng ulan. So for me, I really find this place very ideal sa mga plants na kaka-propagate lang, or yung mga mother plants natin, or yung mga ibang plants natin na medyo nasa intensive care. And to jumpstart our garden tour, unang-una ko ipapakita sa inyo guys yung update ng aking favorite na plant, which is our Philodendron Pink Princess. And if you may recall, nung first week of January, we did a propagation video with two of my mother na Pink Princess. And we have here yung isang baby Pink Princess natin. Originally, this had 3 leaves, and then if you may recall, yung pangatlong dahon niya is full pink yung kanyang variegation. But unfortunately, after natin siya ma-propagate guys, give up niya yung dahon niya na may full pink para maka-adjust yung ating plant. Pero I'm still happy kasi we already have a new leaf. So technically this is the 4th leaf, pero ngayon pangatlo na lang kasi wala na nga yung full pink. And the way I see it naman, I think nag-thrive na yung ating plant kasi lumabas na yung kanyang panibagong dahon after we propagated this plant. At ito na guys, the way I see it, this plant is already very stable, and you can see some aerial roots dito. Marami na siyang mga aerial roots na naglalabasan. And I think meron na itong pang-4 na dahon dito sa loob. Hindi ko lang bubuksan kasi baka masira ko or matamaan ko or whatsoever. And word of advice lang guys, for mga plants, especially yung ating mga philodendrons and some other plants, kung mag-a-unfurl pa lang yung mga plants natin, mag-start pa lang siya mag-unfurl, try not to force open it para makita ninyo. Siguro may times na hot tayo, very excited tayo makita kung may mga full variegations or may mga pink variegations yung mga plant natin. Try to resist that temptation na buksan nyo kasi it may cause damage ating mga panibagong tubo na dahon. At ito guys, as early as now, makikita na natin na meron talagang pink variegation yung ating panibagong dahon sa part na ito. At ito naman guys, ito na yung mother ng pink princess na naipakita natin earlier. And let's just try to focus this one. Meron na siyang tatlong new sprouts. 1, 2, 3. And I'm so happy with this one kasi bibihira lang tayo makikita na tatlong panibagong sprout kaagad yung lumabas. And itong, I believe this plant here, ito na yung pinakaunang dahon niya, which is very cute pa. And meron nang nakasunod na pangalawang dahon. And I'm really amazed with the development of this plant. You can just imagine na 1 month lang, very stable na yung ating mother plant as well as yung kanyang baby na plant. And ito naman yung ating pangalawang mother na pink princess. During our last propagation video with our pink princess, dalawa yung mother plants na pinugutan natin. And ito na yung pangalawang mother plant. And i-share ko lang din sa inyo guys, actually yung baby plant niya nito guys, nabenta ko na. I had to sell it para naman makabili ako ng panibagong plant. Pero, although na nabenta na natin yon, I am still happy with the development of this mother plant. And let's have a closer look. Ito na, meron siyang dalawang panibagong sprouts. And yung isa is, actually dalawa na yung lumabas na dahon for these 2 sprouts. And as early as now guys, makikita na natin na meron ng mga pink variegations yung ating panibagong dahon. And I hope na in the coming months, siguro mga 2 or 3 months, maging stable na rin yung ating new sprout na pink princess. We also have this propagated na Philodendron Prince of Orange. Unfortunately, hindi natin yun na-document sa ating vlog, but I did this propagation on my own lang. And ito na siya guys, yung after we propagated this plant, it originally had 3 leaves, itong tatlong to, and then yung pang-apat niya na dahon, hindi pa siya lumabas. So I suppose in the coming week siguro, lalabas ito yung pang-apat niya na dahon. As far as I can remember, I think I propagated this plant last January too, at magkasunod lang sila ng pink princess. And the way I observe it, I think medyo mahina yung kanyang development kasi itong ating Prince of Orange, hindi pa siya naglabas ng panibagong dahon as compared to the pink princess na na-propagate natin. So I'm still trying to observe here kung ano ba yung dapat kong i-adjust or gawin para mas mapa-improve natin yung kanyang development. So the first thing I did was I repotted this plant kasi baka hindi siya hiyang or baka may problema yung ating root system. Fortunately naman, okay naman yung kanyang root system and it's already well-rooted na marami na yung mga roots na na-form. I just hope na in the coming weeks na mag-improve na talaga yung development ng ating Prince of Orange. And this one naman is our mother na Philodendron Prince of Orange. And meron na siyang dalawang panibagong sprout guys. This is the first one na palabas na talaga yung kanyang dahon. And then yung second sprout naman natin yung andito sa likod. Just try to point this one. Yan, ito. And nga pala guys, baka magtaka kayo, ang daming mga eggshells dito. I am actually using yung mga eggshells natin as supplementary fertilizers for our plants because they are really rich in calcium and that's good for our plants. And ito din guys, I would like to share with you my experience with this mother plant na Prince of Orange. Unfortunately, may mga damages talaga yung kanyang mga leaves. And then, I think you can already suspect kung ano yung nangyari sa ating Prince of Orange na mga dahon. Kinain siya ng mga uod. Actually, ng isang uod na napakalaki na guys. Tsaka hindi lang ito, pati yung isang dahon niya, naging half muna yung dahon natin. Kung hindi ko siguro yun nakita agad-agad, baka naubos lahat ng dahon, pati yung kanyang new sprout. What I noticed last January, ang daming mga caterpillar na naglalabasan. And this is not the first time I've seen a caterpillar on my plant. Isa lang ito sa mga biktima ng caterpillar. Pero ngayon, medyo confident na ako na hindi na tayo aatakihin ng mga caterpillar because I'm using an organic pesticide and I will just share with you later on na lang kung ano yung ginagamit ko para iwas natin ang mga uod. Ito naman yung ating Monstera Peru na kaka-acquire lang natin more than a week and ito na yun yung status niya ngayon. And right beside our Peru is our Philodendron mexicanum and this is already a mother plant na propagate ko ito guys siguro mga 2 weeks ago. and meron na siyang panibagong growth na lumabas. At ito na yung dalawang Mexicanum na na-propagate natin galing dun sa mother na Mexicanum, and currently I think nag-stabilize na ating plant, and hopefully lumabas na yung mga panibagong dahon nito. And our next plant naman guys is my Raffitaphora Tetrasperma. I got this one as a cuttings lang kasama ng aking Philodendron na Jose Bono, and maybe some of you can recall na when I bought this one, I wasn't really aware na cuttings pala siya, and that was my fault kasi hindi ko tinanong sa seller. And then when I got this one, dumating dito, wala pa talagang roots, and I was really worried kasi baka hindi mag-survive yung ating plant. So fortunately naman, after 2 long months, lumabas na yung kanyang panibagong dahon. So masasabi ko na stable na yung ating Tetrasperma. Next naman guys is our Philodendron Burley March na variegated. So papakita ko sa inyo, I propagated this one mga 3 weeks ago, and I had 2 na top cuts. And for this one, this already has 2 leaves, but then meron na siyang palabas or mga panibagong dahon na 3. So after I propagated this plant, hindi pa siya nakalabas, so I'm still waiting na makapag-adjust na yung ating plant. Also for this one, nung kinat ko siya, 1 leaf pa lang ito, pero meron na siyang 2 panibagong dahon. And with this plant, I think much faster yung kanyang adjustment kasi itong pangalawang dahon is mag-unfurl na. So the way I see this one, okay na yung status ng ating burley marks. And also, I intentionally cut this one kasi itong part na ito, wala siyang variegation. And I think it's also a way for us to improve the variegations ng ating mga plants para makapag-produce sila ng mga panibagong growth na hopefully na may variegation. So pruning yung mga dahon na walang variegation is actually a way for us to try and improve yung variegations ng kanyang mother plant. And ito naman yung mother plant na burley marks natin. Napakarami pa din yung mga dahon, and yung marami din mga variegations yung ibang mga leaves niya. So ito yung dalawang areas na pinagkatan ko, this one and then ito naman yung second one. And the way I see it, marami na rin yung mga panibagong dahon na palabas. Hopefully magkaroon din sila ng mga variegations. Ito naman yung ating Philodendron na Ring of Fire, and I propagated this one in the first week of January din. Ito yung baby, tsaka ito naman yung mother na Ring of Fire natin. And for this baby plant natin, when I cut this one, it still had 2 leaves, and up to now 2 leaves pa rin siya. Pero I have to admit guys that there was a time na talagang nangangati yung kamay ko kasi I'm very curious, and I got a bit worried kasi almost 4 weeks na siyang na-propagate natin and wala pa ako masyadong nakita mga development. So what I did is I uprooted the plant to check baka nagka-root rot or may problema. Fortunately, wala namang problema. In fact, nag-improve talaga yung kanyang root system, and then I just replanted it, and hopefully naman in the coming weeks meron ng development yung ating Ring of Fire at lumabas na yung kanyang panibagong dahon. For the mother plant naman, marami na siyang development dito. Meron na siyang 3 panibagong growth. Just try to focus ating camera para makita natin. So ito siya, 1, 2, 3. And a little bit of trivia lang guys, the correct idea of this plant is a Philodendron Ring of Fire. Marami kasing times na nakukonfuse yung ating mga plant lovers with the names of this plant. So when we say Ring of Fire, that's automatically the variegated Ceratum. When we say naman na the non-variegated one naman, we actually refer to them as the Jungle Boogie. So yan yung dalawang IDs na dapat hindi natin ma-confuse. Both of them are called Ceratum, pero the variegated Ceratum is the Ring of Fire, and the non-variegated Ceratum naman, that's our Jungle Boogie. Ito naman guys is our Brazil, at naibigay lang sa atin ito ni Ma'am Judith, and meron na siyang panibagong sprout. This one is our Monstera Peru, and originally meron siyang 4 na dahon, and yung nag-iisang dahon na nawala is accidentally ko siya na propagate guys. wala talaga intentions, pero nakat kasi yung kanyang node. So yun, tinuloy ko na lang i-propagate at pinlant ko sa separate pot. And I think medyo okay naman yung kanyang status kasi it's still green and alive. And for this, ito naman yung accidental na naging mother plant, meron rin siyang development, meron na siyang palabas na panibagong dahon dito. And this one is our Philodendron mame. Nung nabili ko ito on January, it has 2 leaves, and ito na yung lumang dahon niya. And I think i-give up na niya ito. At least maganda pa naman yung kanyang second leaf. And I think itong kanyang panibagong dahon will be a bigger one. And this one is our Anthurium leuconiorum. And I got this one from Luzon. And nabili ko lang ito siguro mga 2 weeks ago or a week ago siguro. And a little bit of backstory lang about this Anthurium, guys. This was actually sold as an Anthurium magnificum, but then I asked the seller kung magnificum ba talaga ito or maybe a clarinervium. But then the seller insisted na magnificum daw. So wala na ako, hindi na lang ako nag-argue, and I just bought the plant na lang at the price of 900 pesos. Ito naman yung ating mother na mga Philodendron mayoy na na-propagate ko mga 2 weeks ago. Actually, sobrang lush siya nito, guys. But then, when I decided na i-propagate siya, so napugutan na siya, 2 dahon na lang yung natira. At ito naman yung aking pangalawang mayoy. And for this plant, wala pa akong plano na i-propagate ito kasi gusto kong mag-trail siya muna at saka maging lush. And from the mother plant ng ating Philodendron mayoy, we got ourselves 5 propagations. And the way I see it, I think they're still trying to adjust sa kanilang panibagong pot. Hopefully, maging okay din naman sila in the future. At sa loob naman ng mga pots na ito, guys, ay yung ating mga bulbs ng mga Alocasia nobilis na tinanim natin few weeks ago. So sa ngayon, wala pa tayo masyadong nakita mga development. For now, iisa pa lang yung nakikita ko na new growth, and this is it. For the other plants, I'm still trying to observe yung kanilang mga developments. This one is also our Mexicanum na na-propagate ko siya galing ng node, and ito, meron na siyang palabas na dahon. This one is also another cutting from a Philodendron Mexicanum. And I think meron na rin siyang palabas na panibagong growth dito. Ito naman is a Monstera deliciosa, and I bought this one as a mature plant na, and when I got the plant, I immediately repotted the plant kasi I feel na hindi talaga maganda yung kanyang soil mix, and voila, nung na-uproot ko na siya, doon ko na nakita na nagro-root rot na pala yung ating Monstera deliciosa. And I was really thinking na baka hindi na ito mag-survive. So this is what's left of it, guys. Itong node na ito. Fortunately, meron na siyang development and meron na siyang panibagong growth. And I would just be very patient with this plant. And despite the fact na nagka-root rot siya, I'm now very happy with this plant kasi nagpapakita na siya ng signs na lumalaban pa din yung ating deliciosa. At ito naman yung kakapropagate ko lang just yesterday, yung ating pink syngonium. And this is our Alocasia loterbachyiana, and this is the plant that we repotted some 3 or 4 days ago. And as what I've mentioned before, kung iriripat natin yung ating plant, especially for Alocasia plants, we really can expect na mag-wither or magli-leaf flow siya. So as expected, yun nga, yung kanyang pinakalumang dahon, give up na ng ating plant. So guys, dito naman tayo sa other side ng ating nursery, and this is actually located sa balcony ng aming bahay. And this is where I also place some of my plants na na-propagate natin. This one is our mother na strawberry eye syngonium na na-propagate natin some 2 weeks ago. And ito yung kanyang mga developments, guys. So far, I think stable pa din naman yung ating mother plant. Meron na siyang panibagong dahon na lalabas sa kanyang old na mga growths. At ito naman yung isa sa mga baby plants na propagate natin from the mother na strawberry eyes. And the way I see it, I think it's already starting to adjust sa kanyang panibagong pot. And one way for me to know kung nagiging okay na yung ating kakapropagate na lang na plant is kung it's already showing signs na yung mga panibagong dahon ay lalabas na. So that means nakapag-adjust na yung ating plant. At ito naman yung pangalawang na propagate natin na meron siyang half moon na variegation. And the way I see it also, medyo nagiging okay na rin siya. Meron na siya ditong panibagong bump na lumabas. So maybe soon lalabas na rin yung kanyang panibagong dahon. At ito naman yung ating mga aglonema na sayam na na-propagate natin before. And so far, they are doing good because lumabas na yung kanyang mga panibagong dahon. And we also have here our Monstera Adansonia, which we propagated some 5 or 6 weeks ago. So sa ngayon guys, I'm really happy with the development of these plants kasi may mga nagsisilabasan na ng mga new sprouts. And from propagating this Monstera Adansonia, meron akong learnings na na-acquire. So kung gusto natin na medyo maging mabilis yung development ng ating mga cuttings, it would be very ideal na lagyan natin siya ng tigdadalawang dahon. Just like this one, ito yung top cut natin and naiwan nito was 2 dahon. So sa ngayon, after 5 weeks, meron na siyang 3 dahon ay meron na siyang pang-4 na palabas. Kumpara naman natin dito na tig-1 dahon lang yung iniwan natin. So after 5 weeks, saka pa lang nagsilabasin yung mga panibagong dahon. And meron ako ditong 3 mycans na na-propagate natin to 3 separate pots. And for this plant, yung gusto ko na ma-achieve dito guys is yung isang pot na sobrang lush niya, ang daming mga plants. So for this one, I think I planted some 5 or 6 different mycans na cuttings dito. And I would like to share lang guys na itong ating pole and also these ropes here, DIY ko lang ito. I was hoping na dito sila mag-trail at maging lush na lang tignan later on. Ito naman guys yung ating 2 Anthurium radicans na kakapropagate ko lang yesterday. Ngayon, meron na siyang, yung each plant natin meron na siyang tigda-2 dahon. But when I got this plant last December, it still had 2 leaves and then may mga sprouts na palabas. During that time na niripat ko siya, actually pwede na talaga siyang i-cut kasi they had 2 different growths na. But then I just decided na ipastabilize muna natin yung plant at lumabas yung kanyang second leaf for each na plant natin. Then dun ko na siya ika-cut. So kaya ngayon na-cut ko na siya guys and hopefully maging stable din ito in few weeks time. Ito na yung ating mga radicans. Ito naman yung kanyang panibagong dahon. And a little bit of trivia lang guys, para sa ating mga radicans, yung mga panibagong dahon nila, they start as medyo brownish yung kanyang color and then eventually magla-light green. And as they mature na, doon na sila magiging very dark green. Ito naman guys, ang aking Philodendron na white wizard. And to tell you honestly, nag-struggle talaga ako with this plant kasi for the past 2 months, iisang dahon pa lang yung kanyang naipalabas. So I was really thinking na baka mag-give up or masira na yung plant natin. But fortunately naman, just this week lang, nag-fully unfurl yung kanyang panibagong dahon and I'm hopeful na magtuloy-tuloy na yung growth ng ating plant. So far, wala pa rin siyang mga very obvious na mga white variegations and I just hope na in the coming new leaves niya, sana maglabas na siya ng mga white variegations. Ito namang next plant guys na ipapakita ko sa inyo is our Philodendron Josebono na medyo malaki na siya. And I got this one, I think last December at meron pa siyang 2 leaves that time. So sa ngayon, I'm still observing this plant, especially with its newest leaf. Kasi so far, hindi talaga masyadong maganda yung kanyang mga variegations na pinapalabas. Kukunti pa lang yung kanyang mga white variegations. So, parang gagawa natin ito ng experiment and prove some theories na a way for us to improve yung variegations ng ating plant is mag-cut tayo. So, for mga variegated na mga plants na hindi pa talaga nagpo-produce ng mga magandang variegations for the plants, despite the fact na binigyan mo na siya ng good lighting, tsaka maganda na rin yung kanyang soil mix, and you already provided the nutrients that it needs, kung wala pa rin yung mga variegations na in-expect natin, sabi ng ating ibang mga plant enthusiasts and plant lovers na one way for us to do is i-cut natin yung ating plant para mag-spur yung panibagong growth. And hopefully, with the new growth will also come yung kanyang panibagong plant na may mga variegations. At itong Philodendron Josebono natin is i-feature natin ito sa ating mga susunod na vlogs para ma-document natin yung kanyang development. At ang panghuli natin na plan for our mini garden tour guys is my Philodendron Bilite, and I have 2 pots of them. At itong dalawang Bilite natin guys, actually mga mother plants na sila kasi nakapag-produce na sila ng mga panibagong growths. For our first Bilite, ito siya guys, nag-umpisa lang siyang magpalabas ng panibagong dahon sa kanyang new growth last January. So sa ngayon, after mga 4 weeks, meron na siyang 3 panibagong dahon at meron na ring pausbong na pang-4. So this one really is very ideal na para i-top cut. Pero siguro wag muna ngayon, antayin muna natin na mag-mature pa yung mga ibang dahon niya. Ito naman yung ating pangalawang Bilite na mother plant at ito na yung kanyang new growth. Meron na siyang 1 leaf and palabas na pangalawang dahon. So I'm expecting na siguro by March or April, maging marami na yung dahon na kanyang ilalabas. So that would be it guys. That would be our quick na garden tour sa ating nursery and propagation area. And thank you so much talaga sa pagsama ninyo sa akin. And I'm also happy na ma-share ko sa inyo a bit of my garden. And also, gusto ko rin magpasalamat ulit sa inyong mga suporta at sa patuloy na panonood sa ating channel. And of course, for accompanying me until we reach 30,000 subscribers. Before we end this video, let us do some shoutouts first. Shoutout kay Leonard Alcoron. Shoutout din kay Jose Logobs. Hi kay Jobery Jean Dignomo. I wanna say hello to Nancy Matro. Hi din kay Jay Abola. Hi kay Celine DM. Shoutout din kay Marvin Ilagan. Shoutout also kay Kim Acordon. I wanna say hi to Vicente Mora. Hi din kay Eddie Solares. Hi din kay Michael Johan. Hello kay Joseph Sabido. Hi din kay Christian Aguilos. And hello to Ma'am Marisol Bautista. And guys, please follow me on our social media accounts. On Facebook, our page is Bechoy Vlog. At sa Instagram naman and LYKA, ang ID natin ay Bechoy_vlog. And let's talk about plants. So if ever meron kayong mga questions about plant cares, or may mga inquiries kayo about plants, or may mga plants kayong gustong ipa-ID, you can send me a message sa ating mga social media accounts at itatry ko yung aking best para masagot yung inyong mga questions. And also, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and pakiclick na rin po ng bell notification para maging updated kayo sa mga latest videos ng Bechoy Vlog. Once again, this is Bechoy, your plantito from Mindanao. Happy planting!